Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, The Nostalgia Show. In this podcast, we will be talking about nostalgic music. But before we begin, I would like to introduce our two hosts, Scarlett and Finley.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Finley Simmons, and welcome to our first podcast, the Nostalgia Show.
Hello, my name's Scarlett, and today we're going to be talking about nostalgic music. Back to you, Malachi.
Okay, so before we begin, as you know now, these are two hosts. So the first question I want to ask you guys is, what is your favourite music genres and why? Scarlett, could you please start off?
Me, I would say the 90s because I've grown up with it, and most of the songs I know the lyrics to, and it's very upbeat, so you couldn't really get tired of it.
So out of your parents, would you say your mom listened to it more or your dad?
My mum.
So she introduced you to it?
Yeah.
Okay, and Philly, what about you?
I'll say between the 70s and 80s. That's because that's a lot of the stuff that my parents used to show me and introduce me ever since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Because every time I used to watch a lot of YouTube when I was younger, and they always showed me a lot of their music, what they grew up with, and that kind of truly inspired me a little bit. That's what I kind of grew up. Not only I grew up with the 2000s, but I also kind of grew up with what they showed me.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite song then?
I would say probably Bohemian Rhapsody, because they mostly showed me that, and every time I always listen to it, and they when they put me to bed, they sing it to me, and that helps me ever since I was a little kid.
And Scarlett, what about you? Do you have a favourite song or?
I do actually. I would say my favourite song would be Black Velvet by Lania Miles. It's not garage though, it is very old, and it's like I don't know if it's in the 80s or 70s, one of those, but it is very old.
Okay. So another question I'm going to ask you guys now is, what music would you say you listened to mostly as a child? And when I say that, I mean as in, who introduced you to a certain artist or band or whatever? So any of you can say. Who wants to go first?
Finley, would you like to
Of
say?
course. My dad has always been a big fan of Pink Floyd.
Okay.
And he also showed me that a lot. I used to talk about that when I was in primary school, and just a big band. They played throughout so many years.
Yeah.
Probably before even my parents were alive as well. It's crazy. I don't really listen to it a lot, but I just remember it from my memory, because it's just like nostalgic to me what I grew up with, and now I'm a young adult, and it's just it just cherishes those memories.
Yeah.
I go back to it every now and then.
And Scarlett, what about you?
Me, it would be N-Dubs. My mum would listen to it non-stop, and whenever I hear it, I knew, because there's one song, you hear sirens, and you know it straight away if you know the N-Dubs. So I knew it straight away. So it's just very nostalgic to hear once you know that song. It's off by heart.
Okay. So one more question I want to ask you guys is, what song would you say you played the most as a child? Not with your parents telling you, or just in general, just you as your own self. What would you wake up in the morning to say, I want to play that song? What song would it be?
It would be actually very strange, because honestly, it would be Black Velvet, because I like to do the electric guitar with that, and I played the electric guitar chorus of it, and my mum is very proud of that, and she likes me doing all that stuff, because whenever I hear it, I'm like, I have to go, it's my song.
So would you say were you self-taught, or your mum taught you how to play the electric guitar?
I self-taught because my mum can play the drums.
Okay. And Finny, what about you?
There's this Christmas song that I remember. Also, my parents showed me called "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul
Yeah.
McCartney, and it's just the music video itself. It used to make me laugh, like it used to make me giggle so much because they're always like hopping around and all stuff, dancing.
Yeah.
It's just very weird, but it's just yeah, it's like inspired me as well.
Yeah.
Just another thing I grew up with, and yeah,
Okay.
I enjoy that stuff.
Okay. So you guys have now said your favorite songs. Okay. So if I was to ask, I'm gonna ask you now. If there was a certain song, does it like impact you in any way? How does it make you feel as well? I mean, Scarlett, could you? Yeah.
How would it impact me?
Yeah. How would you say it made you feel whenever you listened to it or heard it, even if anywhere? If you heard it anywhere, how would you say?
Well, there is a song that a little girl called Lily made me listen to.
Mm-hmm.
It was Shine Bright Like a Diamond, and it was recently as well. But she sadly died, and whenever I hear it, it does make my heart very clench up because that was her song that she loved very much, and it does bring a tear to my eye because whenever I hear it, it reminds me of Lily.
I like that.
And Finny, what about you? What song puts you in like a certain mood, happy,
Ooh.
sad?
Or
Any
I'm
song.
getting flashbacks. I can remember back in primary school, my old friend who now moved to Australia
Yeah.
showed me this band who was singing about elephants called
Do
Nelly
you know the name of the band? The name of the band?
This was a long time ago.
Mm.
I don't remember the name, but it was like a weird, sick and twisted band.
Yeah.
And they were singing this song called Nelly the Elephant.
Yeah.
And that was just like more of a messed up rock and roll thing, but it was also funny every time we danced when they would do the moves and that. I thought it was pretty cool.
Also, Finny, this is one question I'm going to ask for you, okay?
Okay.
So, say if you had like a video game, what soundtrack would you say brings back childhood or teenage memories the most?
Minecraft, actually.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
What song? Can you name any of the songs? One or two?
I know most of the songs are done by C418, which is the composer who done all these popular Minecraft music for Minecraft. It's like the Beethoven, basically. I don't remember a lot of what the song's called, but if I listen to it, I just remember it from heart.
Okay.
Like Biome and Taswell. I think that's what they're called.
Okay.
One of them.
Okay. And Scarlett, do you have any soundtracks that you may listen to from games or?
Well, I would always turn my game soundtracks off because I can never focus on it. And I'm like, let me just I started dancing to the music one time and forgetting about my game and dying. So it's quite hard. So I turn it always off. But when it's Subway Surfers, yes, Subway Surfers. I always love that little catchy tone. It's always such a strange thing. It's like it's very fun.
Okay, so that will be the end of our podcast today. I hope everyone enjoyed. These are our two hosts, Scarlett and Finley. Thank you very much for listening.
No problem.
And have a great day. Any words before you guys go?
Nope. See you later.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Bye for now.
Okay, there we go.